Hi kids, today we're going to do some writing. For many of you kindergartners, I have already been in your room, in Mrs. Bull's room and Mr. Zawacki's room to tell my story about Oreo, but some of you haven't heard about Oreo, so today I want to share. I have a cat, her name is Oreo, and she lives outside. I also have a dog, Abby, who lives inside my house. And one day in January when it was really cold outside, I let Abby out the door to go to the bathroom, and Oreo came in the house. Now, we named her Oreo because she's two colors. Can you guess what two colors she is? She's black and white, and she's really fluffy. Abby also is black and white, but she's not fluffy. Anyhow, so Oreo came in the house, and then pretty soon Abby came back in the house as well. And I could hear Oreo walking around the house meowing, and then she was quiet. And so I went to find her, and here she was drinking out of Abby's bowl of water that sits in our laundry room. And that was okay. And then a little while later, the meowing stopped, and I was sitting at the table working, and I looked, and her and Abby were kind of sniffing each other and just kind of getting to know each other in close quarters. And Abby likes cats, so it wasn't a big deal. That was fine. A little while later, I couldn't hear Oreo meowing, and I couldn't hear Abby walking around the house, so I went looking for them. And here, there's a red blanket that lays on our floor in our living room where Abby lays when we're watching TV at night, and Oreo was laying on that blanket, and Abby was laying there as well. So Abby and Oreo are kind of friends. But I want to write about that today. I want to write about Oreo. I want to introduce you to my character, Oreo. And my hope is, as I write about Oreo, that you too will then do some writing at home. And we'll talk about that at the end. So first of all, like I said, I want to introduce you to Oreo. So I want to write, I have a cat named Oreo. That's 6 words. I have a cat named Oreo. How do we start a sentence? We have to use a capital letter, don't we? So we're going to start with I have. A lot of times when we're writing and we don't know how to spell a word, we stretch it out. We bubblegum stretch it out as best we can. And we listen for the different sounds that we hear. I also have a word wall down here where I've put some words that we use quite often. And you can make this at your house too. You can make it on just a plain piece of paper if you want. And mom or dad can write down the words. But we don't have to write down all of the words that we don't know. We can just spell them as best as we can also. So I have, av, what makes the sound? An H. I have, H, av. And then I look on my word wall and I see the word have here, and it has an E at the end. So I'm going to add that. I have, okay? I have a, well, we know how to spell that word, just a plain letter A, cat, k-at, k-at. What letter makes the k sound? C. K-a is an A, t-t is a T. I have a cat named. Again, we're going to stretch that word. Name. N, A, aim, M. Named Oreo. Now, that's her name. How do we start our names when we write them? We use a capital letter. I have a cat named Oreo, O-R-E-O. And we end a sentence with a period. Okay, a couple things I want you to notice here. I have finger spaces in between my words. I have a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence, and I have a period at the end of the sentence. I have a cat named Oreo. I think the next thing I want to tell you is her color. So I want to say, she is black and white and fluffy, okay? She is black and white and fluffy. That's 5, 6, 7 letters, 7 words we're going to write. Okay, she. She is on my word wall down here, and I see that it is spelled S, and it's a capital letter because we're at the beginning of a sentence. She is. That word is also on my word wall. She is black. Okay, now when I was in Mr. Zawacki's room and Mrs. Bowles' room, they had the color words up on the walls, okay, like on the cupboards. And that was awesome because then I knew how to spell them. But I don't have those color words up in my office here at home. So instead, I put them on my word wall, okay? So black is right here and white is clear down here. You probably can't see that one. She is black and here's the word and on my word wall. She is black and white. That's that W-H. I and fluffy. Fluffy. What letter makes the F? Fluffy. Okay. Fee. Okay. So let's read what we have so far. I have a cat named Oreo. She is black and white and fluffy. Now something else I didn't tell you about Oreo is that she has a house outside. It's a box, but it's made out of wood. And there's a little hole that she can get in and out of, and it has a flap, a cloth flap that's kind of like a door. And inside that box, there's straw to keep her warm in the wintertime. So that's her house, but it's outside. And in my story, she was inside my house. I think Oreo liked being inside my house better than she liked her house. So I could say something like, she has a house, let's see. She has a house, but she likes my house better. Okay? Let's see, how can I make that a little shorter? She has a house, but likes my house better. I like that sentence. That's 9 words. She has a house, but likes my house better. 9 words. Okay, let's see if we can do that. She is up here. She has. Ooh, that's on my word wall. Let's see if we can stretch that word. As. That's H. A. Has a house. And I'm just going to write the word house as best I can. House. But likes. Like is on my word wall here. L-I-K-E. Okay, let's write that. Ooh, L-I-K-E. She has a house, but likes. What do you hear at the end of the word likes? An S. But likes my, and that also is on my word wall right here. My house up here. H-O-U-S-E. She has a house, but likes my house better. Better. B-E-T-T-E-R. And I finish it off with a period. Okay, let's read our story. I have a cat named Oreo. She is black and white and fluffy. She has a house, but likes my house better. Oh, good story. So, a couple things that I want us to take note. We have capital letters at the beginning of our sentences. We have periods at the end of our sentences. And we have finger spaces in between our words. Okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to try some writing. And maybe just try 2 sentences, okay? And why don't you tell me about a pet you have or a pet you would like to have? And if you do that writing, please make sure and share it with your teacher. Now you come back again and keep looking, and we'll write some more stories about Abby and Oreo. Have a good day.